Welcome to music, everyone. Today, we are going to be looking at singing, voice, and the way your voice sounds. So let's go ahead and listen to What a Magical World while we click around the screen and see what we're going to be doing today.
Try to imagine a hot, fiery sun, forever sending light where comets run, and the stars in the sky, all in their own place, 50 billion of them spread throughout space. What a magical world we're lucky to see. Such inspiration and amazing mystery. All around us, the green and the sky. Oh, so beautiful, give to our soul. And the people who died, all of them reasoned and wondered why this magical world, how it came to be with all its miracles for you and for me.
Okay, friends, what a beautiful song. The purpose of today's lesson is to help you be able to tell the different sounds of singing voices by listening to them. The objectives are to listen to the difference between singing voices of men, women, and children. The key word of today is singing voices. Now we have guess the voice. Let's see what our instructions tell us. We're going to play Guess the Voice. Press each play button and ask the students to match the voice they hear to the correct character. And then we can check and see if that is correct. So these characters we have are down on the bottom here: a woman, a girl, a man, and a boy. So we're going to listen to each recording and we're going to try to figure out which voice goes with which recording. So let's listen to number 1. So first we have to determine if this is a female voice or a male voice. And then, is it a young person or an older person? Let's listen one more time. All right, let's pause and discuss what we think the voice is. Is it the woman, the girl, the man, or the boy? So we have our woman in our first place. Let's now take a look at our second place. We're going to listen and be able to tell if it's a girl's voice, a man's voice, or a boy's voice. Let's listen. Let's listen one more time before talking about whose voice it is. right, let's talk about it. Is it the girl's voice, the man's voice, or the boy's voice? Let's pause. Okay, so we have our first two voices figured out. Let's now listen to the third voice. This voice is either a girl's voice or a boy's voice. Let's listen.
Here comes a bluebird through the window.
We can listen one more time.
Here comes a bluebird through the window.
Do we think that this is the voice of a little girl or the voice of a little boy? Let's discuss. All right, we have one more voice to listen to. Let's see if it makes sense that this last voice is the voice of a little boy. Let's listen.
I can hear a munching sound. I can hear some slurping.
All right, we're going to try one more time. Let's listen.
I can hear a munching sound. I can hear some slurping.
Do we think that this is the voice of a little boy? Let's talk about it. Okay, now that we have all four of our voices in our spots, let's check and see if we were right.
Great job!
Great job, everyone. We got it all right. Next, we are going to become voice detectives. We are going to figure out who these voices belong to. Let's look at our notes so we know what to do. We're going to listen to each of these voice examples, and we're going to talk about what kinds of voices you hear. There can be examples of male and female children singing voices, both alone and together, and male and female adult singing voices, both alone and together. I'll play each one of these, and then we can talk as a class about what we think. Here is our first voice detective's voice.
Here comes a bluebird through the window.
Alrighty. So this is a solo voice. Is it a little girl's voice, a little boy's voice, an adult woman's voice, or an adult male's voice? Let's talk about it. All right, let's check and see if you're right. It is a young girl's voice. Great work, everyone. Let's listen to our next example.
I can hear a munching sound. I can hear some slurping.
All right, again, we have a solo voice. Is it the voice of a little boy, a little girl, an adult boy or adult male, or an adult female? Let's talk about it. Let's see if we're right. It is the voice of a little boy. Let's go on to our next example. What do we hear?
The farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the farmer in the dell.
All right, so we hear a group of voices. Do we think it's a group of children's voices or a group of adult voices? Let's see what we think. Okay, we are going to check and see if we are right. It is a group of children's voices. Great job, everyone. We have a couple more to do. Let's take a look at the next one. What does it sound like?
Sit on the feather, thou didst find a woman
right? That's another group of voices. Does it sound like a group of children's voices or a group of adult voices? Let's talk about it. All right, let's see if we're right. This is a group of women and men's voices. So these are adults. Great job, everyone. We got through 4 of these, but let's keep going so that we can continue our lesson without running out of time. So what did we learn today? Today, we learned to listen to and tell the difference between male and female, adult and children's singing voices. I hope you had a great time today.